When it comes to plugins, one of the most sought after things is the simulation of analog or vintage hardware. It turns out the technology wasn't there yet, but with all the AI stuff going on, there now is some AI plugin stuff. So we're going to check that out. Let's get started. So, Deep Vintage AI-powered hardware simulation plugin series. I mean, these two letters, AI, are the ultimate buzzwords in marketing right now. So that does already make me skeptical. Like, on one hand, there have been some AI breakthroughs that might be able to facilitate this, but on the other hand, like, we're always on that balance. They have a self-developed APNN, audio processing neural network. APNN was meticulously designed and trained to excel in this task, as its learning is based on audio signals from the real hardware units. Yeah, that is the thing that I was thinking about. Like, basically have the model and the real unit, put audio, the same audio in them both, then do a phase cancellation test and adjust the model, you know, have automatic adjustments in that model until it does the same. How does it work?
In this day and age, machines can chat like humans, drive cars, and even draw like artists. So it's not a far-fetched idea that AI can simulate a vintage preamp.
That music in the background!
A typical neural network might look something like this. Don't be intimidated. Since we're talking about audio, we'll transform this network into the audio dimension. Suddenly, it all makes sense, doesn't it? A network that processes audio is essentially a symphony of countless layers of EQs and wave shapers. Hundreds or even thousands of such layers enable a neural network to simulate almost everything we want. The only issue is high CPU usage. To meet the high auditory standards of professionals, we believe that at least 100 of layers are necessary for such AI networks. It's impossible to accomplish this task on a commonly used computer, let alone in real time.
So they're saying it's impossible, but it's also possible, so it's not impossible anymore then, because they created APNN. I did think of this for a few seconds before starting the recording button here. These neural networks are very, very heavy. On the other hand, CPUs are also getting better at the neural workload, like they have separate parts in the chip. So I don't really know how it works. I know that Apple has the neural engine, but I don't know if that is something that is actually usable for a plugin developer. I mean, I don't know if they can address that engine from the VST. I don't know. Probably not, because VST is like as vintage as the stuff as we're trying to emulate. That would benefit this. But now Three-Body Technology is saying that they don't need to do that with APNN.
The audio processing neural network. In APNN, audio processing unit replaces the static filters and wave shapers in the traditional network. Each audio processing unit is a powerhouse combo of adaptively changing EQs, variable harmonic exciters, dynamic controllers, and circuit modeled effects. This makes our network a maestro of audio processing. As a result, we only need 1% of computing power to...
So, if I understand them correctly, normally they would have multiple modules, but now they have one module with those modules built in. But then that module is heavier to use, right? Because it's capable of more, needs to be capable of doing more?
Achieve the same simulation quality compared to the traditional networks. Okay, now we get the idea, but how exactly do we train an APNN to emulate a preamp?
Yeah.
By aligning it with the actual hardware, playing the same audio content through both, and applying
what I was
inversion
just saying,
to cancel out their outputs. Initially, the output of the APNN may not match the output of the real hardware. However, through continuous self-training, the error obtained from phase inversion gradually decreases. After 100 plus hours of training, we can eventually achieve an impressive error floor of -40 decibels to -70 decibels, which we consider a significant accomplishment.
-70, okay.
But what about the sound?
-40 to -70.
Talk is cheap. Try the plugin.
Yeah, we're gonna do that because talk is cheap and I'm talking, so I'm cheap. So what I want to do is I want to check out the Tape SAI and Tape MAI. I think those are the most interesting to check. Tape really is something that I wish I could be doing more in the box. So yeah, let's check it out. I have it over here, the Tape MAI. So we've got our multi-track tape. That's the one that I'm used the most to. This is interesting. We've got noise at -70. And I basically always turn off the noise because, you know, when I'm using a real tape machine, I'm always using RX to denoise because, you know, The noise isn't that much on one channel, but if you're using it on 24 channels, it all adds up. So if you're gonna use this on all channels and you have that noise adding up, it's going to be very audible, and you're going to have a client that is probably pissed because of the noise, because they're used to digital stuff without noise. So yeah, I would turn this off immediately. However, it is turned on by default, and the number at which is at is bothering me a little bit, the -70, because they were just saying we can get it accurate to -40 to -70 dB. The fact that they're putting this noise in there at -70 to me says that they're just trying to hide the rest in the noise. It's a bit like dithering or something. Let's turn off the noise. I don't want noise. Like, if we are going to simulate analog equipment, do we really need to simulate the downsides of it as well? Why not make it better? And of course, for a tape machine, having it in your DAW compared to having a real tape machine that you have to maintain, that you have to patch, that you have to have headaches around, is already beneficial. But why not go the extra mile and also remove the noise? Because now you're only fixing half of the problem. All right, I want to check it out, but before I'm going to check it out, I want to quickly say that this video is not sponsored by Tree Body Technology. They did send me an email a while back with announcing this plugin, but I couldn't be bothered by it. And now I realized that it's actually an AI thing. So I was like, hey, maybe I should be bothered by this, because this is new technology and, I actually want to look at it. But I basically misunderstood their first email. However, they're not paying me or anything for this video. And the way that this channel is being financed is by using sponsor blocks in some videos. I'm also financing this channel through affiliate links, memberships, and of course the YouTube ads income. My affiliate links will be over here. They will go to Thomann, Sweetwater, and Plugin Boutique. And if you buy something through that link, a little bit of your purchase gets kicked back to me. Anyway, let's run Sandstorm by Darude through this plugin. That sounds already pretty tapey. Yeah, pretty tapey. Actually a bit too extreme already. I want to dial it back a little bit. I want to dial it back a lot. It's gaining very well, by the way. Like there's some auto gain or something. I don't know. Normally on a tape machine you have to boost and, input-output gain. Let's warm up that tape machine for a second. If you're hearing background noise now, it's the tape machine, but like acoustic background noise, because that's what the tape machine is also doing. I think it's very active in the higher frequencies. Like it sounds pretty harsh already. Look at that noise. So that noise is inserted, yeah, of course, yeah, during the tape. So the drive is an input gain with an output gain. So when I'm now input gaining, then the noise goes down. So, okay. Interesting how that drive knob scales. It's really weird. Drives way more on 1 than on 7. Interesting. Let's do the stereo one as well. One of the things that I actually like about these user interfaces is how simple it is. Like it's the same way as simple as a tape machine is when normally using it, until you have to calibrate it. That's something for a different video. If you want to see a calibration video, I soon need to recalibrate the tape machine, or basically align it. It's not really calibration, it's more, the fine tuning. If you want to see it, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, this sounds different. give some in the very high frequency, some how it responds to that percussion. I think it's the percussion that is. It's actually the tambourine. And if we turn this off, it sounds very nice, airy, rounded up. But with the tape on it, starts to sound a bit crunchy and crushy. And I don't know the YouTube codec. I think I actually have to check this again, but I think has a low pass filter on 16 kilohertz or something. So I'm not sure if this really comes across on YouTube. You should try this yourself with this plugin. Let me just do some professor stuff here so that I can insert my real tape machine. I wasn't actually planning on doing this because I actually thought that it would be more important to check this plugin compared to other tape plugins to see what your improvement would be. Anyway, we need to rewind the tape machine a little bit. Normally you can kind of see through this, not with the GoPro, so I can see where the tape is at. Something like that. Yeah, that's cool. Then we need to... Alright, that's all good. Let's remove the patching here and check over here. Yeah, alright. So we're going to reset this yeah, let's try it. As you can see, machine is running now. All right, here's an A/B test of the Tape M AI versus the Tape Normal. All right, that was interesting. So they are saying on their website, they're saying where was it? They capture 100% 3D feels in the analog sound. And I was actually a bit surprised about not just the difference in how the highs felt and sounded, but also the punch and impact of the lows. Thank you. It just sounds so much better than a plugin, which is supposedly AI. I don't have a method to test this. There's no validation method that I know of that I'm capable of testing. All right, so one more A/B test between the tape machine and the plugin. This time on just the drums, because I just want to verify that high frequency stuff on that kick tambourine thing. Yeah, this is not it yet. This is not it yet. And there's one more thing that I just wanted to show you all, because I did run this thing through Plugin Doctor, and you can see that behavior with the distortion here as well. Like it first gets less before it gets more and gets all the way. So let's put it at the default setting 4, and you know, if we would take a look at this like this, then you would barely see any aliasing distortion, which is a problem of more traditional audio programming, whatever, audio technologies, whatever. If we now turn off the noise, we do see a lot of aliasing, like a lot. It's actually also on a very high drive setting, but you know, if I try to dial it down, I'm not really like, I don't know, this is probably the lowest. We still have a lot of aliasing. It's even better seen in you know, a graph like this, where you can see like, okay, this is the first harmonic and it comes down here. That's our aliasing. And if we put noise in there, it gets a lot less. It gets all hidden in the noise. Now, if we would compare this to the Studer 800 from Universal Audio, you would see that they are doing some hefty anti-aliasing stuff. It still does alias. Like if you search for long enough, you will find aliasing. But look at how much cleaner this all looks. Like, let's drive it a little bit more. Like let's drive it all the way. Yeah, there is still some aliasing, but this is way less. Like they're actively battling the aliasing, while in the other plugin they're not doing anything about it, which is, you know, if it's black box technology where the AI or the machine learning basically creates something that you cannot really manipulate, I can imagine that they cannot really do anything about it. On the other hand, what I don't understand is, if it would have been AI, then it would also have recognized that the aliasing is not correct, and it would be correcting against that. And I think it is up until that noise level, but that noise level is actually quite high compared to what I'm getting from my tape machine. Like I think I'm at -90 on my tape machine. I do believe them when they're saying that this is made with machine learning, AI, whatever. I believe that. I just don't think it's such an improvement compared to other plugins, and definitely compared with the tape machine. Like, you heard what type of results I could get with the tape machine, and that was literally switching it on. I didn't do anything. Yeah, if some of you know what is going on, leave a comment down below. I will also link to Tree-Body Technology in the description down below. It's either going to be an affiliate link or not, depending on if it's sold on Plugin Boutique. If you like my videos and want to support me, you can consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get early access to videos and access to some exclusive content. I'll link an interesting playlist over here. Another way to support the channel is by watching more videos from me or other people on YouTube. That's also good. Like, support YouTube in general. I'll link an interesting video of me over here. There will be other videos from other people all around this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep pushing, and bye bye.